Guys, welcome. What is good? How is you doing? Is you doing good? Today is gonna be another good one because we're gonna do something that we haven't done in a while, in a very long time. Dare I venture to guess to say it's been about a year? It's something that I really don't do, and it's come to my attention that I need to start doing it. Grooves. The groove pool. Ever wonder what these two squigglies were? It's the groove pool, yeah, the groove pool. I want to go to the pool. I want to go to the pool with my friends, and then while we're at the pool, maybe we'll get some Gatorades and, some ice creams and we're going into the pool and, it's good to, not have any responsibilities and just have fun at the pool with our Gatorades and ice creams, you know what I'm saying? What am I talking about? You can be the original and only owner of the artwork for Sdho 72. Yes, it looks so much better close up. Those thumbnails on YouTube don't do it any justice. I made this, in fact, I thought it was going to be better in this blue. I also kind of like this green, turned out not so much. And you can see how I made it here. In fact, initially it was a render I did that was just this. And then I decided to add some clouds, and I'm in Final Cut Pro here, and then I added this little energy thing, and that energy thing was actually a mask, so I just masked it out, looked good, and then in Blender, I then picked a cool font, made these cool guys up here, and then added them on top, and of course, it just doesn't look good without adding some blur, which gives it the glow, and get access to all of these in high res, which is what you get when you buy the NFT. Great way to support me and the show. To groove. I want to talk about grooves, and the cool thing is if you've screwed around with grooves at all or know anything about grooves, because I like to simplify things, boil them down, yeah, it basically does one thing, and you should kind of know what that one thing is. Now, there's gonna be other grooves that are gonna do other things, like they're gonna try to imprint like a samba rhythm or like a certain rhythmical pattern. But for the most part, groove does one thing. And what I noticed is we've been making more patterns on this, making more beats, more, percussion type loops, whether that's like a hi-hat that's firing up like. Now listen to my voice when I do that. It's not the same sound every time. There's like a rhythmic flow and pulse, and I can show you what that kind of means if you didn't want to do grooves, but you would probably want to do grooves. How you doing, Chon Kush? What are you trying to find your doogie? Oh God, should we get him his doogie? He was chewing on the doogie. I'm like, oh man, this is so cute. They're gonna love it. And then as soon as I hit record, and the doogie falls on the ground. Boo boo. You guys sing to your dogs at all? Your dog? Do you sing to smash alike if you sing to your dog? Sing to your dogs, sing to your cats, sing to your cats, sing to your salamanders, sing to your synthesizers, sing to your plants, sing to your flowers, sing to your gardens, sing to the moon, sing to the rising sun over the horizon. You already know what's going on. We about to get into the groove pool. Smash a like if you know about the groove pool. Smash a like if you liked going to the pool when you was young. Smash a like if you knew that Ableton had a thing called groove pool and you liked saying the name groove pool because it made you think of pools, and even though you didn't use groove pool, you wanted to use it because you wanted to say that that word because that name pool for some reason makes you feel good. I don't know, maybe because things were a lot easier when you were younger perhaps, and you didn't have so much going on in your mind making you go mental, making you go mumbly jumbly. But then you got into them spirituality, you figured it out, and now you're doing a lot better. Sometimes not so good, but most of the time a hell of a lot better. Smash a like if you're going through your spiritual awakening process, going to 5D, ascending into the 5D consciousness. We go in quantum. Everything is collapsing like the phoenix being burnt to the ground, into the ashes, to rise up, reborn. That Scorpio energy, you know what I'm saying, that Pluto energy. Smash a like if you got that Pluto in your birth chart, some of that Scorpio. Pluto rules the Scorpio. Mars also rules the Scorpio too. Mars just shifted into Scorpio last night. That was October 11th. That's when I'm putting this to get how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you doing? We're gonna get in Groove Pool, but first, tell me how your day and week was. I will listen. What? Some old weird person did what when you were at work earlier today? What? He spit on your face? What? Oh, you gotta get a different job, man. That is not good. You held it together though, right? Oh, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. I'm telling you, you in particular, you have had life especially rough. You deserve a time off. You deserve more than likely a foot massage. I hope you have the money to afford that. Maybe a back massage. Just all kinds of massages. You did well. Thanks for not losing your cool. That person was senile. They didn't know that they were doing that. Don't worry. You have better times ahead. Okay, back to the SDHO Sound Design Hangout. Okay, let's get back into it. So this wonderful groove pool. Now we're going to do something very interesting with this groove pool. First of all, we are going to go find out where the groove pools are. I'm going to push Command Option L, Control Option L on a PC. Every time you hear Command on a Mac, that would be Control. I don't want to keep saying that all the time because it gets tiring. So we've got this wonderful groove pool. You got this little two tildes. That's how you get there. And I don't know, where do you think the grooves might be, my friend? I don't know, maybe right here with grooves. Okay, so this is like all of the grooves. I'm going to right-click grooves. Okay, nope. I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to, I want to like ungroup everything. Okay. See how like in audio effects, I've got all my audio effects like this. Yours might look like that. It might not. Group and folder. Okay. Now, will this do this for the grooves? No, it won't. That's fine. I actually don't even think that even does that. I think what you need to do actually to get the grooves grouped in folders, and the reason why I want to get it grouped in folders is because I have a feeling most of you guys have it outlined that way, and it's good to know kind of where they are grouped. So if we go into, where are it grooves, is user library grooves. No, it's not. I believe you go to packs, and by the way, you can totally find all of these in grooves, but I want to do it this other way because I want you to see the folders. Again, as I've mentioned, I've been doing Ableton for over 10 years. I know that sounds like I'm trying to brag or whatever, trying to get clout or whatever. It doesn't matter. I could say I've been doing Ableton for 2 years. It doesn't matter. If you like me, you're going to watch this. If not, I could say 20 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the word is, but I have been using it for a while. I don't use grooves much, but I've done it so many times in the past, and we've also done it on this channel, I think twice. Channel's been going on a little, almost 2 years. So where do you find it? Well, it's in like the Max for Live Essentials. So go into the Max for Live Essentials and let's see here. I'm almost positive it's here. Not demo set. Where is it? Is it grooves? Maybe it's not in here. Where the F is it? It's, where all the grooves would be. Oh, core library. That's like the main sort of like pack you get. I think when you get like any Ableton version, you get core library, and then you go to the grooves, and there's basically like one groove, and you can just go to swing, and it's basically swing is what groove does. It's what groove did back in the day on like the MPCs. That's why we're probably going to be in this MPC folder for a while. By the way, smash a like if you are not in NPC. Do you even know what an MPC is? Something told me that there is not a single NPC watching this show, because I am like the opposite, the kryptonite, the inverse of the NPC. But this is MPC, if you know what that MPC is, or if you ever even had an MPC, one of the original samplers, you might want to go smash up in chill. So we're not going to go to MPC right now. We're just going to go to the basic, because we are basic bitches here on the show. Whoop. No, I'm just joking. We are definitely the exact opposite, polar inverse opposite of the basic bitch. All right, so now let's keep going on here. So we got this swing. So what kind of swing do we want to do? Well, I want to illustrate something to you, and I want to show you basically what groove is. And I would say, like, don't hold me to this, you crazy people, you mental people. Basically, this whole groove pool thing, it basically kind of all boiled down to it doing one thing. Now, there will be different examples, whatever, you can play with those, get good results, but for the most part, it's doing one thing. Now, the swing eighths, I'm doing this because I want to do an eighth note pattern, like we would do with like a hi-hat, you know what I mean? And we want to give it a swing. So like, if it was, that would be bad. We want, you know what I mean? Because like when we're drawing in these MIDI clips, you know what I mean? Like we don't want them right on the grooves like this, you know what I mean? And right now it's in 16th notes, which is normally what I prefer, but because I'm just gonna be doing eighths, I'm gonna right click and do eighths. You can also do Command 1, Command 2, Control 1, Control 2 on a PC. I don't know, I feel like I wanna be thorough. I got a lot of energy tonight, that's good, because this is an important one. You gotta know about the grooves, and I don't even think I'm gonna title this one, because you guys are so crazy. I've got the best people that watch this show. Smash a like and subscribe to your own shit. Because I'm telling you that you guys did a good job, because you already going cheapy, Twinkle? Oh, he's good. So here's what it does. So let's just draw something in. If I have to adjust it later, it doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna, with this highlight, I'm gonna do Command D, Control D on a PC. It's just a bar. We're at 90 BPM. We can adjust that later if we need to. I like 90 BPM. I don't know about you guys. So, yeah, let's throw something on here. Should I stay an operator, or should I do some sort of like percussion? If you click these, you can hear them. Sounds like a little bit too much. You know what I mean? So like if you have 52, it's like slow, it's not as much groove. And so if you go up, and we're gonna stay in the eighths here to 71 or 73. Notice how they look different down there. You can hear them different. And see how like they keep getting like spaced out? That's like basically what swing does. So I don't want 52 because it looks, I think we're gonna do 54. And you can drag it into the groove pool, but also you can drag it onto a MIDI track. Chunky, I love you. Everyone loves you. You're like the co-star. You're the co-anchor of the show. Could you maybe like adjust? He's so sweet. Like, can you maybe adjust a little bit? Because I think the snoring might be. Good boy, Uncle. He's so smart. Hey, why don't you chew on that little bone? Why don't you? Why don't you chew on that bone, Chunky, or think about something that makes you feel good? Don't go cheapy. Okay, I know you like to listen to me talk. Just don't go cheapy, Twinkle. Because then you're extra snory today, Twinkle. Don't be extra snory, Twinkle. I love you, Twinkle. You're doing good. You won't get tired when you want to go back to Cheapy? Cheapy Chonky? I guess we just got to get back to the show and just keep rolling forward, man. I hope you're doing a good week, and I hope you are gradually ascending up the vibrational scale of consciousness, of vibrational frequency, of awareness. Energy is consciousness, awareness. Smash a like on yourself again. Who do you ever watch that tells you to smash a like on your own shit? No one. They only want you to smash it on them. They don't want... What? I don't know. So check it out. Whoa. What is it? You making me go mental. I hate when things make... Do you guys like when things make you mental? Okay, so take a look. This is what swing is. Eighth notes. These are eighth notes because we chose an eighth note groove. Look at this first one. Okay? Look at this second one, though. Look at how it's like off the grid. Skip. Off the grid. Skip one. Off. They're off the grid the same amount. The higher you do, sorry, just trying to adjust screen real estate here. The higher you go up, the farther, Command Z. The higher it goes off the, I'm trying to like move it off the grid. Why am I not able to like move this? This is so weird. I feel like, yeah, the farther it like goes off, right? Command Z. So what happens is these are the strong beats, okay? So you've got the 1, you've got the 2, you've got the 3, and I'm holding shift, you got the 4. They haven't been moved, okay? Look, that's where it is, right on there. But these ones have, these are the weaker beats, okay? The weaker beats, when a human plays, the weaker beats tend to fall a little behind, okay? And when they fall behind, it gives it like a like a relaxed feeling. Otherwise, it's very computery. And unless you're going for unless you're going for that like thing, it doesn't sound good. So that's what groove does. Now, groove does that behind the scenes. You won't actually see it happen, but you can drag it in and you can show it for demonstrative purposes. Okay, and so that's what swing or groove does, okay? And we're going to be using that. Now, I will throw an MPC. We'll do the same damn thing. MPC 3000. I got that MPC 3000. I got that MPC 3000. Now, something tells me it's going to do the same damn thing. Now, ooh, look at these groovy grooves. Oh, no, velocities. Now, why the hell would the first one be weak? Well, probably the reason why the first one would be weak is because you're going to probably have a kick drum on the one all the time. So it's not like you're even going to hear that. So that's probably why. That's really nice. Do we have any? No, these were all straight. Yeah. And for whatever reason, this is 2 bars, even though they make the 2 over here. Yikers. Even though they make the 2 higher up, you would think they would just have this down here. You know what I mean? You're not going to hear it anyway because that's when the what's and you're not even going to hear it anyway because like it's right on. You're not going to have it like off. You know what I'm saying? Wonderful, 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 wonderful. So some of them will have velocities. In order to hear the velocities, you have to turn up the velocity percentage here. If you just take a look, I don't like that being highlighted like that. Stop being highlighted like that. What are you doing? You're making me upset. Okay. So what I noticed, my friends, is that when we were working with these patterns, we were having like straight patterns, okay? And when we had those straight patterns, we were like not, when we had those like straight patterns, we weren't capitalizing on any velocities. Now, you could go into a clip, let's say, and just to give you an idea, I'm going to delete this, do another one. I'm going to take it to eighth notes, and I'm going to do that. So right now, if you have this, you can, normally what you would do is you would kind of like select every other, move it down for a lower velocity. And what would happen when you would do that is a lower velocity would be a quieter volume. And when our ears hear a quiet, like a louder volume, like these other ones, and then we hear like a quieter volume, the quieter volume gets interpreted by our brain, by our neural synapses as being farther away. So it gives the illusion, if these were like, you know, off grid slightly, even though they aren't. So a lot of times when you're like drawing in like drum grooves, like maybe this is like, I don't know, maybe this is like a kick drum and you've got like a kick here, one like this, you know, and pretend this is like your kick drum down here. You know, you might want to go in there and like move one slightly, you know, like slightly off grid. Although when that happens, that's like a bug. Like they should absolutely fix that. But you know, I found that like I didn't want to move things slightly off grid to give it like a human feel, because you could get lost with making these patterns forever. You know what I mean? Like you could get lost forever slightly moving things. And I'm like, listen, we're leveraging state-of-the-art technology here. There's no reason why we would, you know what I mean? Like I used to think it was like sexy and romantic to be like, hey mate, you know, check out this track I made. I made it over me blood, sweat, and tears for the last 8 months. It was crazy. I was getting the mumps making this track. I was going into every little thing and moving everything by millimeters. There's nothing romantic and sexy about that. That's dumb. Well, it's not dumb. Do whatever you wish. But we need to have a different way, because we want output. You know what I mean? We don't want to be like moving little MIDI notes for eternity to try to get a track. Like that's the old way to do things. Technology should make all of that easier. You know what I mean? So I decided I don't want to do any of this like moving around crap, you know? Like I want to have the velocities, you know, and I want to have grooves doing that for me so I can get to making music less around like moving around and farting around in the weeds. If you want to do that, that's fine. I'm a very detailed person. So like that, you would think that would like gravitate towards me, but no, my philosophy is that it shouldn't be like that. We should be able to use this to make everything easier for ourselves. Woo! I guess I wanted to talk today. All right, so let's get into some groovy grooves, shall we? I'm going to go to Instruments, drag a simpla. Then I'm going to go to... You good, Chunku? It's okay, Chunku. Chunky, I'll feed you your kibby after the show, Chunky. Give me 30 minutes, then I'll feed you your kibby. Okay, Chunku? He's good. Smash it like if you like Merlin the Pug. He's good. I also call him Chunky. Do you like the name Merlin or Chunky? He's good. Okay, all right. Let's do our pattern. Now, we don't even have to look. We're going to go to... let's do 16ths and make it kind of... No, make it 8ths. And C3 is going to be the default pitch. I'm going to take the velocity down just a little bit, and I'm going to highlight both. Do this, and then I want to throw something into the simpla. I'm going to do like I'm just going to go to samples and type perk for percussion, and hopefully we'll get something that doesn't sound horrible. Not wonderful, not wonderful, not wonderful. Notice how they have like reverb on it. Can you hear the reverb? That means if you put a lot of reverb on, you want more reverb, it's because it's already there. Now, what is this crap? I want perk. Give me some good perk. I want like an interesting drum sound. These are horrible. Can you imagine if like all you did was just go through these? Murder Hammer? Who made this? A psycho? Zoom in to make sure you was there. Now, you're not going to hear any velocity unless you go into the controls. And you got velocity, right here. Let's put it here. I don't know if it'll quieter ones or like move it down. I'm not really too sure, but let's click this. Now you have some like a little bit of variety because of these. So like let's like highlight these. And let's like wait, what just happened? Well, hello to you too, Chumkush. So it's already giving it sort of like a, I'm going to put a, I don't want it to be too noticeable. Here. So it really does sound like a murder hammer. Oh, hey, Chunkush. But now let's add this swing to it, okay? Now I chose swing eighths because these are eighth notes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to groove over here and I'm going to go swing eighths. Now listen. You say, hey mate, that actually sounds like some bullshit. I do not like that shit. That is not good for me. Okay, well take this timing, turn it all the way down to 0. Okay, right? Now slowly bring it up. Maybe do a little bit of random. Wonderful, wonderful. That's it, that's grooves. We learned grooves. We're done. We're already done. Done, done, done. You can go home now and enjoy your bubble bath with your Epsom salts and with your lavender essential oil and whatever the hell else. Probably don't put peppermint essential oil in there because you will probably be itchy and very burny feeling and not so good, even though peppermint smells really damn good. Smash a like on yourself. How are you doing? So now you know the grooves. Now let's I don't know, it's, I'm just gonna call this perk, and then I'm going to do, Command-Shift-T for MIDI track, which would be Control-Shift-T, and then, I'm gonna go to the instrument track. And before I do, just want to make sure that I come in here and explain to you that these stronger beats, they don't get moved and they don't get adjusted. We want high velocity. These other ones, those are the weaker beats and we're used to them being like delayed slightly. So that's like the whole concept. Just wanted to say that. So now let's go into the instruments. Now let's go into the drum synths. And now let's go into the drum synth kick. And now we got the kick, and now let's make a track, MIDI track, and then let's pick it in the 16th. Let's pick one here, and let's sing launch and see what we got right here. Hey, what? You almost have to like bob your head to it. I hit that on accident. I hit that on one on accident. Now I didn't want them all to be at this velocity. So what ones would you do? You would do, this is a weaker one, this is a weaker one, this is a weaker one, this is a weaker, oh shit, they're all weaker ones. Okay, forget about it. All right, okay, so what will we do about so? Okay, so I want this to be like stronger. So I'm like move it up. Okay, and now I want to take like this one, and I want to take this one, and I want to, as long as they're not on like the 2, 3, or the 4, I want to take them. And I want to, oh shit, it's not that, it's this. Okay, command and drag, which should be control drag, that's going to give it like a random value between this and that. But we have to make sure that it's set up for, no, it is set up. So like this thing, even though there's no like velocity one, like it does do velocity. So like if we, see it is doing velocity, right? And just like, I have them all highlighted, that's why it's doing that, but I'm not doing it to these other ones. There should be a button where you can do like Command I and like inverse the selection. You know what I'm saying? And I want to like move this one up as well. Right. And so you could like do the chance thing as well, but I think we need to move on. I think we need to get another MIDI track. Okay, now let's put the groove on and see if it does anything. Now the groove's not going to affect this. It's not going to affect this, but I think it may affect these. But the only problem is this is like an 8th note grid. So like I think what we need is we need a 16th note grid. Can we duplicate this? Yes, we can. And then we can make it 16th notes, go into the DS kick, go into the groove razzia, and go into... Can I rename this? Well, of course you could. That would be insane if you couldn't. That would be absolutely awful if you couldn't. Go into the, do the 16th so you don't forget, and then go into the groove, and go into the settings. Put up the timing, turn up the timing off, then turn it on. Let's listen. Can you hear the change in the kick drum? Listen. No. No. You want to give it a little bit of groove, but not too much groove. We got another MIDI track. We need to go into the we go to the snare, we go to the drum snare, we drag it to the other MIDI track, and we want to go into there. Now we are in this other one. Going to the 8 notes. You could also do the quarter notes, and we are going to put it on the C3, and we want to put it on the backbeat, which is the 2 and the 4, and use being wonderful, and we want to go to the plate, and we want to go see what is going on. How do we like this? It's just this. You should have the drum synth snare. Whoa, and get some of that reverb on snare. You want that reverb on that snare? Adjust this decay. Highlight the reverb, option drag to the perk. Hear it now? Okay, highlight the kick, highlight the perk, highlight the snare, Ctrl G. And this druk, we're gonna call it the drum bass. Go into the audio effects and go to get your favorite glue compressor. Tell your mother you love her. Okay, the dynamics. Okay, go to the glue compressor. Wonderful. Get a little bit of the needle moving, not too much, do not overdo it. Go to the attack and adjust it. We want to let the transients come through. The release, you could go to the A for the automatic. You want to put on the soft clip. Go to the make up, move it up a little bit until you feel good about it. And what do you think? This is very wonderful. How are you doing? You like that pattern? I want to make another snare one. And I want to call it more snares and do like quieter accenty snares. You know what I mean? But I don't want to just be hearing drums right now. I knew that I need to revisit this because we're going to be doing a lot of drum patterns and we're going to need to be doing some of the swing just to give it a little bit more swing, groove, swing. Same damn thing, basically. So let's go here, and I want to minimize this, and I want to get a chord of something very wonderful. I think I might do an analog, and I just want to put one note, and then I want to do a chord device. Wonderful, 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 and I'm going to change it to A sine wave just to sort of get it down first. Double click for the MIDI track and maybe G sharp. Wonderful, wonderful. Make it the lekotse. And let's hear what this sounds like without any of the chord. You're making me go mental. Take down the frequency, it won't do anything on a filter frequency unless you got some of them harmonics. I always do the square wave. Shit, I gotta do the square wave because then we do the pulse width modulation. Yo, give me some of that pulse width modulation. Hey, give me some of that pulse modulation. Give me some of that. You gotta go into this shell, by the way, if you want to do the pulse width modulation. Click the map, click the pulse width, click the pulse width. Go to the shift, plus it up 7. You already know it's the perfect fit. Don't take a shit, you know you got it. It's the best thing on the planet. You woke up the little pug, he knows what's going on. I love it, I love it, I love it. Should we do next? What about 10? Would 10 make you go mental? No. Octave is 12. Let's see what's going on.